in the swing of the part-time job that all of us get handed that starts right around Thanksgiving, that is called the holidays. This is now the beginning of this part-time job that we all have. So happy belated Thanksgiving to you. Happy Hanukkah. It's the first night of Hanukkah for everyone celebrating Hanukkah tonight. Thank you for making part of your Festival of Lights here with us, because we like to shine a light on the students in the Summit Performing Arts all throughout the district. It's part of what we do here at Summit. And tonight, we are kicking off the big old Summit Spark Giving Tensday. So Giving Tensday is happening. Let's see here. Hold on. I've got my production values. I got to get that going. There we are. Yes. So I have coming with me to join is the co-president of Spark, Lisa Campbell. And Lisa Campbell is going to be talking a bit about what Spark is doing that is very unique, not only to what Spark has done in the past this time of year, but something that is very unique to any Giving Tuesday campaign that you're going to hear about. We have changed a little bit. We've kind of put our own Spark spin on this day of giving that is happening, and we are extending it. So first, I want to say a hi and hello. I see we've got a bunch of people who are joining us already. So I've got a question for you. I want to know, how have you been affected by the performing arts in the Summit School District? What is it that you have seen in some way? What has touched your life in some way? Because Spark has usually been a part of that in some way, shape, or form. So if you've seen a show at the elementary schools, if you have seen a production in the middle school, maybe if you recently saw Puffs or you saw Romeo and Juliet, let us know in the comments, what is it that you have seen recently? Because here at Spark, we believe that great artists come from great arts programs. We believe that great artists come from great arts programs, and our role is to help foster those great arts programs. So I'm going to bring up Lisa Campbell right now. She's the co-president of Spark, and she's going to share a little bit about Giving Tuesday, and then we're going to talk about the spin that Spark is putting on it. So let's see here. I'm going to bring up Lisa Campbell. Now, I do want to let you know, there she is. Hey, Lisa, how you doing?
Hi, Annie. Hi, I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
I'm so happy that you're able to join us, because for everyone watching, Lisa may be a new face to you. She is new to the Spark board, right, Lisa? Now, how did you first hear about Spark?
Well, I've known about Spark for years, going all the way back to the elementary days at Washington School, and the play that they put on for the 4th and 5th graders. So I remember actually having us apply for a grant to Spark for those shows back then. And so I've learned about it, and then I was involved in Spark when my oldest was in Bel Canto, and in 6th grade, she was in the show Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, and they had all performed at the pancake breakfast that Spark puts on as in the spring. It's like one of their fundraisers or one of our fundraisers. And so she was part of those. And so I got to, get a real good sense of some of the things that Sparks does, throughout the years through my kids.
Great. Yeah. So you're a parent in the district. I mean, just like you watching, Lisa is one of those people who has a family. She's got students in the district. She's got students who've graduated out of the district. She's got a job that she's amazing at. She has all of these things that are happening all the time. And she still says, you know what? The performing arts in Summit is super important to me, and I'm going to volunteer my time. So she is able to give in her time to be part of that whole mission, the mission that we have at Spark. Okay, so first, let's talk about Giving Tuesday, Lisa, like just what Giving Tuesday is. And then let's talk a little bit about how Spark is putting their stamp and their spin on Giving Tuesday.
Okay,
so great. What is Giving Tuesday?
So, Giving Tuesday is a special day that was created back in 2012 that encourages people to do good. And it falls on the Tuesday after Thanksgiving. So, this year for 2021, Giving Tuesday is going to be this Tuesday, November 30th. And we thought it would be fun to, like Annie said, to put a fun spark spin on that and sort of broaden it a little bit and call it Giving Day and have it 10 days of interactions, but also there's something even better that goes along with that, and that is a special Spark supporter is going to match our donations 2 to 1. So if you give $10, that $10 turns into $30. And if you give $20, it's $60, and $100, $300, and so on and so forth, up to $1,000. So that is also like the fun spin that we have, like that goes along with Giving Day. And then we'll also be reaching out to you in various ways over the next 10 days. So beginning today, and then through some emails, and we'll be sharing with you in those emails all the fun things that Spark supports throughout the Summit Public School District, everything that has to do with the arts. And
yeah, and I think something that's really fun about this is, okay, so for everyone watching, right, we've got a lot of stuff going on. I told you at the beginning, it's like during the holidays, you get handed this part-time job of all of these things that you have to do. You've got to decorate, you've got to find gifts. There's all kinds of events that are happening. And then like they'll say, oh, your kid's got to wear red and green today or something like that. There's so much happening. So we know that there's many incentives that nonprofits are offering on specifically Giving Tuesday, but we also know that you have a lot going on. So what we are doing is giving you 10 days where you can give back to Spark on sort of your own schedule. And when you do so, there's a 2-for-1 match that is going on. And thank you, Lisa, for doing the math for me, because I am not great with doing math in my head. So when you donate $10, and especially if you have not yet donated this school year, if you got the letter in your kid's backpack, but it was all crumpled, or you meant to make a donation and you didn't have a chance to do so yet, or you watched a Facebook Live a couple of weeks ago with Romeo and Juliet, but you didn't quite make it happen. This is the time to do it. Over the next 10 days, when you donate $10, it will be matched 2-for-1. So as Lisa said, that means that a $10 donation now is going to mean $30. Todd Rosen, count us in. Can we have some applause emojis for Todd Rosen?
Thank you, Todd.
I'll do some actual applause. Then we have, this is the from our official Spark Facebook account. Spark is so lucky to have Lisa Campbell. She brings with her so much experience and knowledge about the Summit School District and the broader community. Yes, exactly. We are so lucky to have all of the people involved with Spark, both on the board, our Spark liaisons, and then you who support Spark with your donations that are now matched 2-to-1. And by showing up to these Facebook Lives, if you've already made a donation this year and you think to yourself, oh, what can I do? My donation is not going to be matched 2-to-1. Share this with someone else that you know has a passion for the performing arts. Share it with someone else who you know understands that great artists come from great arts programs. So that way you can spread the word a little bit more. And like Lisa said, we're going to be letting you know about all the different areas that Spark affects the Summit School District over the course of the next 10 days, because we recognize you may not know all of that stuff. Lisa, can you give us some examples about how Spark has been helping out in yet another, but somewhat different, unusual year that is 2021 into 2022. Can you give us some examples of how Spark has been able to help out the performing arts in Summit?
Sure. So we, so if someone submits a grant, for example, to Spark for various things that they might need for their productions, you know, we are able to fund those applications. So,
Yeah,
for
exactly.
example, I'm sorry, I'm getting to that. For example, Romeo and Juliet, we were able to fund the special fighting scene that, the training that goes into that. That was, something really special and something that's very technical and that requires special choreography. And so Spark was able to fund that. There's a couple of things at the middle school that, the special masks that the kids have to wear, and is also the lighting and the sound, needed some updating and some technical issues that occurred because, it was dormant for a year. There was the mold situation that occurred in the auditorium. And so, there were different things that occurred because of that we were able to fund and help, supplement all the needs that they have, because the funding is obviously limited to some of the reduced auditorium seating that they've been able that they haven't been able to have in a normal year.
Right, exactly. Because if you think about it, so much of what supports the arts in general is ticket sales, right? But then when you have social distancing, you can't sell as many tickets. So then what is going to happen? Where does that deficit go? Well, thanks to people like Todd Rosen, count us in, we are able to help to bridge that gap, to recognize the realities of public school funding in the arts and say, we want our students to have more. We want them to, if you have a student who is in the elementary school, last year, every single elementary school was able to have a workshop with a Broadway star. In fact, if you just heard over the weekend, he was live streaming. Telly Leung was live streaming Stephen Sondheim songs from his Facebook page. He is a big marquee name in the Broadway community, and he was able to do a special concert for every elementary school in Summit thanks to a Spark grant. That's the kind of connection that we have and that we're able to bring to the Summit schools. And now, when you are a part of that, your donation is going to help out. Wait, hold on, 2-for-1 match. So if you donate $100, it's going to be like $300 for Spark, right? So now we recognize you may have some questions about some of this. Feel free to leave them in the comments and let us know. But we want to know about what is another area. So we've already heard from Hazel, who is taking some time out from her holiday festivities to share about how she has been involved in the performing arts in the Summit School District. But how have you watching, how have you experienced, how have you participated in, how have you been a part of the arts in Summit? What have you seen throughout, whether it's a show, if you've seen the posters up in town, all of that? How have you been a part of the arts here in Summit? We would love to hear about that, because we know that this community is very, very connected to the schools and to the students within the schools, and that this is a community that shows up. If there's something that we know from an event like this, today is the first day. We are kicking off Giving Wednesday, and from now until December 7th, you are going to be hearing from Spark about ways that we help out students in the community, and also what we're doing to help students continuing and going forward. Lisa, can you tell us about, so this is the kickoff. It's happening tonight. Actually, how about this? Put in the comments, if you can put in the comments either the word kick, or you know how there's like that dancing gal emoji and she's like kicking up her legs? Put one of those in the comments so we can see, because tonight is the kickoff for our Giving Wednesday campaign. So we know it's tonight. We know Giving Tuesday, the official Giving Tuesday, happens on November 30th. And then we also know that there's an event that's going to be our grand finale. So 10 days from now is going to be our grand finale. Lisa, tell us a little bit about that.
So this is going to be a fun event at Quartet, which is a specialty boutique in Chatham. And they have graciously offered to allow us to have a sip and shop event, which is going to occur on December 7th in the evening from 6:30 to 9:30. And you don't have to write these down. We will be sharing this information with you periodically again. But it's going to be really fun. It's all kinds of specialty items, personal jewelry, and what's even more fun is that I believe Annie is going to be having a Facebook Live at Quartet a few days before the event, so you'll be able
That's
to
right.
see that that the kind of merchandise that they sell, which will give you a nice little insight, and before you get to come and shop and enjoy. So that's the culmination of our grand finale of our big event.
Yeah, for everyone watching, this is going to be my moment where I get to be like Joan Rivers on QVC, sharing what kinds of items you'll be able to get at the sip and shop that we are having at Quartet. So you could sip a little of whatever it is. I think there's going to be some wine there, maybe some sparkling water. We like to keep it bougie. And then at Quartet, you'll go there. It's in Chatham, next town over. For the Washington people, it's going to be so close for you. And there's going to be such great things, but I'm going to be giving you a little preview, a little highlight a week from tonight. I think we're doing it in the afternoon because that's going to work better for their schedule, but keep your eyes out because we're going to be letting you know that you'll have a preview of some of the items that they have at Quartet, and then we'll see you there on December 7th. Okay, let's see. We've got so many comments coming in. Megan Terry is giving us, yes, the dancing gal for the kickoff, which is happening tonight. Susan Flannery Huffman, Sue Huffman, says Spark has helped to fund an amazing outdoor stage at Summit High School last spring for Newsies, and at the middle school, they did You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown on the same stage. So we were able to help build that stage thanks to people. Todd Rosen, I'm coming back to you. People like Todd Rosen, who said, count us in, who have been able to make those donations. So remember that when you donate in the next 10 days between now with the dancing gal, tonight's kickoff, Megan Terry, where's your dancing gal? Right there. So tonight is the kickoff. Anytime between tonight and then our sip and shop that is happening at Quartet on December 7th, your donation is going to count 2 for 1. It is a 2 for 1 match for anyone who has not yet donated this school year, or if you've never donated to Spark before. If you have donated to Spark in this school year, first of all, thank you. Second of all, share this with someone you know who is passionate about children and art. You may be hearing that phrase a lot. It was a phrase that was coined by Stephen Sondheim. And of course, with his recent passing, we're hearing a lot of his quotes. And one of them is children and art, children and art. And that is so much with what Spark is able to bring. Let's see here. I have some other, oh my gosh. Okay, wait, we've got some more dancing gals. Quartet is such a great shop. So many creative and fun items. This is where you go to get like that teacher item or that hostess gift or like that thing for your sister-in-law that they're like, where did you get this? And I'll be like, and you'll be like, I just got it, but you'll have gotten it at Quartet on December 7th when you go for us, and you'll be supporting the arts. You'll be crossing things off your to-do list. You'll be having a nice glass of wine. You'll be sharing it with all the artsy fartsy people like us who love the arts in Summit. You'll be around with a great group of people. Okay, hold on. Lori from maybe the same Rosen house. Todd got me a great jacket from Quartet during the last fundraiser. See, there it is. There it is. Love it. Let's see here. Julie says, I worked in the high school lobbies for Legally Blonde, for Pippin, for Mamma Mia, for Newsies, Peter and the Starcatcher, Clue, and Radium Girls. Holy moly. So as you can see, we should finish this up tonight, but as you can see, Spark has been in the community for over 25 years, since before Giving Tuesday was a thing, and we are putting our own spin on it. So tonight, we are kicking off with Giving Tuesday. So Giving Tuesday is just one day, but we are spreading it out over the course of the next 10 days between now and December 7th, which is our grand finale happening at Quartet in Chatham. you can support Spark all the way through there. It is happening. When you are placing your first donation, it is going to be matched 2 for 1. Don't make me do any more math on that, but you could get a great jacket, just like the one that Todd, count him in, got for Lori at Quartet. Lisa, what do you think is one of the most exciting aspects of Spark that you have seen, between the productions, or of course the speech and debate team that Spark is able to help support, to the TEDx club? Is it a club team? TEDx team? There's so many different areas that Spark has been able to touch. What is something that excites you, that makes you say, yes, sign me up, I want to help be a part of the Spark board? What's something that really excites you about Spark?
Well, I would say personally, it goes back to just my love of the arts. For me, I was always involved in any kind of, and whether it was like the school choir or taking voice lessons or music or being in the shows growing up. And to me, it was such a huge part of my life, and made a big impression on me. And I was super shy, and I still am. But I think it was.
Okay, wait, can I just say a quick thing about Lisa? Ladies and gentlemen, Lisa has shown up tonight. Can we please give her some emoji comments? Because like many people, she was really concerned about, being in front of the tens of people who will be watching this. And so, she said, I am going to do it because I am passionate about Spark, like you're saying. And so she showed up. So just applause emojis for Lisa. Like Julie said, she is such an important member of the Spark board. We are so lucky to have her going out of her comfort zone, thanks to some of the training that she's gotten being in the arts, the same kinds of training that your students get, the people that are in the Summit School District are able to get from being involved in the arts. Okay, Lisa, I'm sorry I cut you off, but I was just so inspired by how you came and showed up tonight. But
I was super nervous, and it's scary putting yourself out there. But I think that's one of the reasons why I love Spark so much, because they support all of the arts throughout all of the schools, from elementary all the way, through middle school and high school. And it is something that is so incredibly important to our children. I think they love it. I think they get so much out of it. And we have incredible talent in our district. And it seems like there's a love of the arts, whether you are an audience member or a performer or somebody who works on crew. We just parents get so involved. It's really incredible. We have a wonderful community who's very supportive, and Spark, I think, is a big part of that.
All right, so we want to let you all have the last word. Why do you follow this Facebook page? Why do you support Spark? Why do you support the Arts and Summit? Why do you show up to the shows? Why do you make it a point to make a donation? Let us know in the comments, and we are going to leave that there. We've got Todd Rosen here with some applause emojis. Sue Huffman has some applause emojis. Julie is giving some applause emojis. So let us know. We're going to end here. We will see you over the next 10 days in some way, shape, or form. Look for the emails from Spark, where we share with you how we are enriching the lives of the students in the Summit School District all during the course of the year. Look for our Facebook Live next week, where we're going to give you a little bit of a preview of the Sip and Shop. And then we'll see you on Tuesday night, December 7th, for our grand finale for Giving Tens Day at Quartet in Chatham. Thank you so much, Lisa, for spending this time with us tonight.
Thank you.
And thank you all for joining us. Leave us in the comments why it means a lot to you, the Arts in Summit. And that'll be our last word for tonight. Thanks so much.